All right. So, after my daughter was born, my shop has become in a full state of disrepair. And in all my downtime, I finally got the gall to purchase a 2x72-inch grinder, for which I have nowhere to put it. So, step one is going to be cleaning this garage. So this is the first video in whatever this ultimately turns out to be. But one of the very first tasks that I'm going to do is I have this beautiful Walker Turner drill press. This is my Walker Turner drill press. It was given to me by Doug Urian, who passed away nearly 25 years ago, I think. He was 90-something. He was in the Cabinet Makers Union in Placerville. And I found out that he paid nearly $200 for this thing back in the 50s, which is nearly $2,000 now. So we are not going to replace this. We are going to restore it. And the main problem that I have right now is Walker Turner is my shop foreman, my new shop foreman. She says, get it done. Made this cool spindle, and they cast the gears that turn the shaft of the drill in this, and it is slipping. So that piece, which had some stippling on it, it's not stippling, I can't remember what you call that exactly right now, but it was cast in place. It broke free, and now that rotates, and under any kind of strain, the drill press does not transfer torque down. So I'm not positive on whether or not I'm going to try and clean and maybe solder that joint, or coming through the side, which is problematic, and put in a pin or a wedge or something. So we'll see what I decide to do. And yeah, that's step one. Let's get this knife shop going. I'm currently in my first year of apprenticeship with the ABS. So let's get this baby tuned up. So great success. This was not hardened steel on the inside, thankfully. And it was knarling, I think is what you call that type of stipple, according to the original manufacturer's handbook, which I thankfully in this day and age was able to find with very little trouble, thanks to Grok doing some legwork. But we have one pin. I'm going to fill that void with heat epoxy because I don't want anything leaking inside of there, and this part should not actually get hot. And then I'm going to drill one more hole on that side, same kind of pin, and fill it with heat epoxy so the wheel is balanced. I know that that's just a mild steel 1/8 inch bolt. It's not anything super high carbon, but the steel on the inside of the spindle was definitely not high carbon either. And if two 1/8 pins can't hold this thing still, we're not using this to mill, giant pieces. This just needs to hold a bit, 1/2 inch and under, which we don't go to cut a 1/2 inch hole right away. But considering I could just twist that with my finger just about when it was lubed up was a problem. So hopefully this fixes it and gets the old drill press back to a good old days, because it is one of the most important tools that I have in the shop. Mission successful. All right, well, we'll see how it does under strain. I haven't had time to test anything with it, but reassembled. There are a lot of videos on YouTube of guys way more qualified and way more, how would you say, focused on the details on removing this. But in essence, all you've really got to do is, the first step is pop that loose and unwind the spring without letting it fly out, because if that happens, you're in major trouble. Pulling the shaft lock, making sure those nuts are removed. Keep this in there. Then you've got to pull that top plug, which if you haven't done it in years is a major problem. But I handily adapted a valve stem puller to pull off the shaft Oh no, we'll have to resume this later. Walk around the block and the little one's happy. Doug, if for some reason you don't have anything better to do up there and you're watching me, I hope you're happy that I have been keeping this thing alive. Not beautiful, but alive and 100% functional. We are going to do some electrical cleanup. That is in my purview. I am a professional electrician, although my homework, you couldn't see it. But she's back. All right. Oh, what? We just took a walk. Okay, time to go again.